The SOG Power Duo Multi-Tool. This is a really unique multi-tool system where even SOG says this is not a knife, it's not a pair of pliers, it's really both. And this is a really cool, very compact design, very different than what most of your multi-tools look like. And so what's really cool about this is very reminiscent of the Swiss Army knife, and yet also a great pair of pliers and a good multi-tool. And that's where Power Duo comes from. It's like the best of both worlds. This doesn't have all the features that most of your large multi-tools have, but it really is great for EDC, carrying every day. And we're going to look at a lot of really cool and unique features about the Power Duo. You know, when you first look at it, it looks like a large Swiss Army knife. And really, there's a lot of features taken from this, from the Swiss Army design. But then, on the back side, you have a great pair of pliers. And not only just pliers, but we have a very fine needle nose point. And then we have the center here that can get a hold of bolts and things like that. And then you have a wire cutter. So you've got a really good, excellent head here on this pair of pliers. And two, it's really fairly comfortable. It's not one of the spring assists where the handle springs back. But what I typically do with this is grab it and then just keep my fingers and I just open it. And for small tasks and things that really that this multi-tool is designed for, this is excellent. But one of the unique features about the pliers, especially from SOG, is this gear compound leveraging. You'll notice these gears. What that does, it gives the leverage, and it's actually twice the pressure that you're going to get from a standard pair of pliers. And with this small design, that really makes it nice. Now, SOG is the pioneer in the gear compound leveraging. In fact, I had one of the power pliers, the originals, about 20 years ago. In fact, I got it as a gift from my father-in-law. And I'd had a couple of the different Leatherman multi-tools, and really when I got those power pliers, that was the bomb, and that was really what I continue to use. That was my go-to multi-tool for a long time. This has that same kind of design. It's really good and snug. I mean, it'll really bear down on whatever you're working on. Now, one of the beautiful things about this design is you can actually open it with one hand. And so that really makes it great, because typically when I need a multi-tool, I have something else in my hand, or I'm working on something where I can get one hand in there. This makes it a lot easier. In fact, you can do it either way. It's just a little bit more difficult because most of your mass is on this side, but it's still fairly easy to do. And that leads us to the other half of the Duo system. Right here, it's almost like a standard pocket knife. And you have this modified sheep's foot blade. You have a oval here, more Spyderco-esque type system where you can open it up very easily and get right to it. It's not super sharp, but it is fairly sharp, ready to go. This is SCR 18 MOV steel. The handle is actually 420 stainless steel. So you're going to get really good life out of stainless and not any kind of corrosion problems or anything like that. So this is an all elements knife. The knife is just so accessible, and that's one of the things about a lot of the multi-tools is the knives are buried into the knife. You have to kind of fish for them. With this large oval and the way it pulls out, it's just really simple to get a hold of this knife. It makes it feel like a dedicated knife. And that's one of the problems to me that most multi-tools have, is when you grab them, it feels like a knife on a multi-tool. And with the lockback design, because of the handle of your pliers, you're not really going to accidentally hit that lockback. I mean, you've got to mean to hit it. And the backing here is kind of a nylon, which is the same reinforced nylon that's in the grips. So this has a really nice, warm texturing to it, more than metal, because metal is usually kind of cold. And this has this really cool design. In fact, it really reminds me of a Gen 4 Glock. The tools are easily accessible. I mean, you have a Phillips head screwdriver, we have a flathead screwdriver with a bottle opener, then we have a can opener and a very small screwdriver tip. Also, the can opener has a blade right here to cut through that can. Of course, we're going to try out the can opener. You know, it's funny, I saw a video saying that this didn't work, that it messed up the handle, but as you can see, it works just fine. And once these are in place, and I'm going to show you the lock system, right here, just push up and then you can drop it down. So one of the things though I do want to show you is that any of these tools are accessible fairly easily without disrupting the others. Instead of having to pull all of them out, each of the 3 tools you can get to. Here you can see that the lock, when pushed, actually pivots on the back of each of the tools. And then it's released. Good solid lockup system. And one of the really cool features of this, and what leads me to thinking about the Swiss Army knife, is right here. You have a great pair of little tweezers, and then here we have a small toothpick. Now, one of the things that you're going to have to be careful of is losing these little tools, but they do snap right into place. And they're fairly close right here against the grip. The weight on it is 6.3 ounces. The length on it closed is about 4 1/4 inches. And then opened all the way like this is almost 6 1/4 inches. And the blade is 2.9 inches. It's about 3/4 inches in width, which makes it thick, but yet for all the features you're getting, that's not bad at all. And there are 11 separate tools on this multi-tool. Right here, SOG Power Duo, of course has the patent number. These are secured with your Torx screws, and so you can actually take this tool completely down each of the places, even the pliers. In fact, the pliers can be totally removed from the tool itself if you just desire to have the knife. The sheath is really high quality. The material on this is nice and thick. It's not flimsy. It's very well done. It has the Velcro closures here. Of course, the multi-tool drops in. Very nice. I really like this little clip. You can clip it on different things, even MOLLE attachments if you have the wider MOLLE, and it has the little hook. So of course this goes excellent on a belt. Also, it can hook right onto your belt. Again, you have that little clip. It's going to hold it into place. Here I've got it on this little Maxpedition bag, and it fits right in the MOLLE, and it hooks so it's not going to come out. Just a really nice little sheath. I'm not usually big on sheaths, but this one is pretty cool. It has a really nice black oxide finish. You can get the brushed stainless or the satin stainless finish with a clear grip. So there are 2 different features. Actually, the black runs about $10 more. I think the MSRP on these are about $90 from the SOG website. For the stainless steel version, they're $80. Of course, there are a lot of other places where these are less than full retail price or what they call the street price. And so, you know, check out the different resources or wherever you buy your knives. They do carry a lifetime warranty for the user for any kind of defects, if something breaks because of defects. Now, of course, abuse and all those things are not covered. But it's a great little small compact package, and to me, one of the most EDC friendly multi-tools on the market. The SOG Power Duo, an excellent choice for EDC or utility multi-tool. Be strong, be of good courage. God bless America. Long live the Republic. It's about 3/4 inches in width. Oh, shoot. But one of the beautiful things about this design is you can actually, so you can take the small end, well, and the other tools are very easily accessible. In fact, really can get the job done. I can't even say all that. I would classify this as more of a medium duty tool. Okay. The SOG Power Duo, an excellent choice for ADC, an excellent choice for AC/DC. Back in black.